Okay, we just heard all about Pump Up. Now it's time for the competition. Our second entrepreneur is Adil Khan, co-founder of cubtuc. 90 seconds, take it away.
Thank you. Imagine the life of a student. A life filled with excitement, but equally with stress. Limited budget, accommodation, where to eat. These are just some of the problems faced by students. An even bigger problem is the ability for students to access information and resources to help solve those problems efficiently. Now, just to sell a book, find a parking spot, or hire a tutor, a student would have to go to 3 different websites just to begin the search. Right now, the only options available for students are random bulletin boards in universities, a confusing university website, or typical methods like Kijiji or Craigslist, who clearly do not care about students. Now imagine a platform that sensitively solves all of these problems, cubtuc.com. cubtuc's vision is to build the largest and the most efficient student community around the world. We want to do that by providing them with a platform that allows them to trade with their local school community, rent digital books, as well as find out about anything that helps them save time and money, all within the convenience of a user-friendly website as well as a mobile app. Now, cubtuc has launched its beta version in September. We currently have over 1,000 registered users trading more than 1,800 items. cubtuc.com currently offers a full-blown trading solution for all Canadian universities, as well as an outsourced book rental solution and student jobs and student deals. With new student enrollments close to 2 million a year, we have a huge target market in a defined area that shares similar needs and interests.
Got to leave it there.
Okay.
There is the pitch for cubtuc. Jacqueline, take us away.
Yeah, this sounds interesting. Actually, I did a business plan competition and heard about this from a US company or group of students. And one of the big issues they had was the risk of it. So how do you get the item to the other person, and how do you, because that's going to be a big risk if someone gets hurt. That's right. Definitely what they were looking at. So what would you say was your biggest risk? The business model.
In terms of risk, I mean, I haven't really, because it's a platform where they are posting, and then, you know, another student context, they would feel, actually, if you compare it with the traditional methods, it is much safer, because you would also see a student from within the same university, you'll be meeting them on campus. So in terms of, it's actually a platform where they will feel safer in person as well as online. So I mean, in terms of that type of risk, I believe we've minimized it for our users.
Right.
I guess I'm up.
Go ahead, man.
So here's the thing. I think you'd have a great business if you get scale and you get a lot of people, a lot of students using it. So talk to me about your customer acquisition plan and how you're going to get people to use the site.
We've tested various marketing strategies in terms of, we currently have campus ambassadors at 3 universities who go out and give bookmarks to students.
Which ones?
York University, U of T Mississauga, as well as Ivy School of Business, because that's where one of my nephews happen to go to. Okay. Now, basically, these guys are going there, distributing, educating students on how it's safer option for them to come to cubtuc. And that is how we got the success of 1,000. I mean, it was hard for them to post when there was no posting. So now when we've reached a level where now it's getting easier for us to convince them. And the biggest way to get them is, from what I've understood, is books. Books are the main problem that students, they're very expensive. And the biggest evidence that used book market is still there is, you go to university bookstores and you see a used bookshelf full. And that is $30 gap between buying and selling. If you're a student, you would go, and when you would buy it back, you would lose $30. If I gave them a free platform where they could buy and sell between each other, of course, those sections will eventually go away, and everyone will come to my platform too.
Mark.
My questions are going to be more focused on your financial planning.
Yes.
I'd like to know how much you want to raise, what percentage of the company you're willing to sell for that, and a use of your proceeds. Where are you going to put this money, and for how long? Okay.
Now, in terms of what we're looking to raise $300,000 for 25% of our company. Now, why we need that is basically, firstly, we need to develop a back end of it exactly the way we want, so we could do all the intelligent things we want to do, as well as a mobile app, a mobile platform. Why I'm here to raise money is because I do not want to compromise on user experience by trying to do AdSense or other such skim links. I want to give them a good experience and even make it better. We're constantly improving a product. Now we have to acquire teams in terms of business development that we can talk about why, because that's my first revenue push, and I believe we can make all of this money back very quickly without compromising your user experience. Also, we have to get some marketing materials in terms of distribution materials within the universities, like T-shirts, pens, things that students will value, carry, and come to our website by carrying it. And also, we have to start an office, get some office supplies. There are some softwares that we need to buy. So we need to now expand, and without, again, compromising the user experience, we want to go out there and sensitively implement all of the marketing plans that we've tested so far.
How many people? What's your head count?
So far, it's me, a founder, as well as our technical guy who does all of the technical.
And if you've raised the $300,000, how many people would be working for you?
I would have at least 3 to 4 business development managers. That is right after we build an app. First, we set up a technical team to make sure all of the technical things are out of the way. In the meantime, we run our test campaigns and start making students aware of our product. And then once our app and website come out, then we start developing business, because we want to be the only channel between universities and local businesses.
Got to leave it there.
Okay.
Adil, thank you so much. We're going to see you right after the break for the big decision. Before we go to break, though, we want to remind you, you can learn more about our distinguished panelists and their backgrounds by visiting us at bnn.ca. We got some new pages. It'll give you a better idea of the experience and expertise of our rotating small business experts. You can learn more about how they helped get startups off the ground. This week, we're featuring the one and only Jacqueline Lowen, Director, Crosby and Company. Coming up, it's decision time for both of our entrepreneurs. They're ready to hear which business idea won the panel over. We'll be right back.